Elon replied to Farzad here, "My biggest concern with the OpenAI saga is that it's painfully clear AGI will be developed and controlled by a handful of people. I don't know how to feel about this." So Elon responds, "Governments will attempt to seize power over AGI, which may be worse, but it is increasingly coming down to a choice of what company do you trust most to develop AGI." Farzad responds with, "I think government having control of AGI is probably the worst outcome, although governments have had control of nukes for a long time and we seem okay. But you cannot use a nuclear weapon on your own population, and if you use it, everyone will see it. It's going to be extremely obvious and it's going to be very messy. But you can use AI and no one may find out for a long time, and you can use it with extreme precision." So I think this one is a bit different. It's actually quite a bit different. Companies being in control of AGI raises the question of long-term governance as well. What happens when you are no longer around, or when Microsoft and Google get a hold of AGI and they become ultra profit motivated? In my opinion, democratizing the power of AI so that everyone has equal access to its benefits is by far the most important thing. I agree with that. If we look at the countries that we have today, and if you look at their history, you will often find times in history of these countries where someone comes in and just takes over the country, or the government does so from the inside. But that hasn't really happened with the US. And one reason why, I think at least partially, is because when your citizens have weapons and when they can fight against the government, it's a bit more difficult to get everyone in line to follow exactly what you want them to do against their will. So everyone having access to AGI would be like everyone having access to guns. There are certainly downsides to it, but there are upsides. Everyone having access to AGI, certainly there's going to be some sort of equivalent of a school shooting. Omar shared his assessment of Tesla's stock. "The company will be fine. Don't be a wussy. Just accept that stock is pooping its pants and let the price discovery happen. The future earnings of this company are being greatly underestimated. The affordability strategy that has scared Wall Street rather than destroying the company will end up being the most important thing the company has ever done. Faster EV adoption globally equals faster ramp of earnings growth." Here's one example of how the next big Tesla stock rally could start. Cathy wrote this article. "The journey from the monetary shock to an innovation-led boom could involve a harder than expected deflationary landing, driving interest rates down and rewarding companies that have invested aggressively in AI."
I don't know if that's like
new behavior in school.
We have pedestrians here. We got a pedestrian right away. Good to see this. Let's see how quickly it clears this. It started creeping when he's, oh my God, that's okay. So that is such good behavior. The second it predicted that there's going to be a pathway for the car, it started going through the pedestrian gap. That is so natural.
That was so good. And not only was it good, it was also extremely smooth. There was no jerkiness, just like you would normally expect in FSD 11. The entire thing is just butter smooth. Kia bumps 2024 EV9 discounts up to $7,000. Waymo launches driverless service in Austin for employees. And if you need a break from watching Tesla Bears and Bulls fight, you can watch the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight this summer. This is going to be interesting. Rivian is dropping a shift at its normal EV plan due to efficiency upgrades, and as I'm recording, Rivian has not revealed their new vehicle but is about to, so that news is going to come out very soon, and by the time you're watching this, it's probably out already. Audi is officially going to unveil Q6 e-tron this month, promising to overtake your expectations. In the next few hours, I'm going to publish an exclusive video on Patreon. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Thank you so much for watching.